guys, Katie Rector from Salon here. I'm our Director of Education, and I'm going to show you how to use our SpinStyle today, which is a curling wand and curling iron kind of all in one. It's very simple to use. I've already prepped Stephanie, my beautiful model here, with the first half of her hair. She came in with a little soft wave today, so we're just going to focus on refreshing the top part of her curls and showing you how to use the tool. I'm going to show you a couple awesome products that we have that will help support the style. And then I'm going to show you a second style, which is going to be great for day 2 or going out to dinner, just to kind of give you another option on a half up kind of quick, easy. You don't even need to know how to braid hair to get this look. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, we're going to spray the hair with our Stay Heat Protectant from Salon. This is going to give you about a medium hold. What you want to do is pick up kind of a good healthy chunk of hair here. The good rule of thumb is however thick the iron is about how thick the piece of hair is that you pick up. And that's going to make sure that the iron doesn't get overwhelmed by the hair and vice versa. So we're going to spritz the hair scalp to ends, holding the product at a little bit of a distance so that the product isn't super wet on the hair. Then you're going to put the iron in about midway, kind of a couple inches away from the scalp, and you're going to press the button. It's going to twist that hair right around the iron, and you're just going to let it sit for a couple seconds. It actually chirps when it's done, so you'll know exactly when to take it out of the hair. If the hair is a little bit finer and a little bit more tender, you may want to take it out a couple seconds before it chirps. It just depends on the hair type and texture. So I'm working on rolling these back away from Stephanie's face to get that nice beachy look that everybody loves. So after you apply the product, if you just run your hands over, it's going to help smooth down any frizz and flyaways. And now this time when we put this in the hair, we're going to go this direction instead of that direction because we want this hair to roll back away from the face. So you see how easy it is. You just pop the hair in and hit the button. Wait for it to chirp. Chirp, chirp. So I'd love to hear from any of you watching, is there any issues that you're having at home when you go to curl your hair? Any challenges that you come up with on a regular basis? One of the key points is to make sure that after you curl the hair, you let it sit and you let it cool down. And even if you watch this later and you have a question, put it in the comments and I'd be happy to respond and help you guys through some of those issues at home. This area is a little more sensitive, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out, and you can see that nice curl in there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shake out this side of her curl because it's nice and cool. And you can see you get that nice, soft, beachy look in the hair. Sometimes if a curl looks kind of fat like that, you can just split it in half and break it up. Soften up the look. Just make sure that hair is completely cool before you shake it out. So I'm going to let this side just cool off a little bit longer. The next product I want to show you guys is the dry texturizing spray. This is one of my all-time favorite products. It's like Victoria's Secret hair in a can. You spray it in, you get instant volume and texture. So you can kind of see here, you always want to shake the bottle. I always like to test the product before I start spraying the hair with it. I like to kind of pull the hair up at the base, spray it in a nice distance, and just kind of work that hair as you spray it. You can see it fills it out, it gives it that nice texture and volume. Like I said, Victoria's Secret hair right there in 5 seconds. Now that the rest of her hair is cooled off, we're going to go ahead and go through and shake it out. Add some spray to texturize it. one finished. Second style is going to be, let's pretend like this is day number 2 for Stephanie. So she wakes up in the morning and she wants to pull half of her hair back. What I'm going to do is kind of look at how this hair naturally falls and how thick the hair is. And I'm just going to grab a nice healthy section of hair that's going to look about like a triangle. So the point of the triangle is here, and then the flat bottom part of the triangle is going to be here. So you're going to go up at a little bit of an angle there. Doesn't have to be perfect. All we're going to do is we're going to split this hair in half and we're going to tie some knots. And this is going to give kind of a braided look in the hair without actually having to know how to braid. So the main thing is you want to think about the number 4 and what that looks like. You're going to take that front piece of hair and drape it over until it looks like about the number 4. Then you're going to pull those ends through the center. And then you're going to do the same thing but the opposite way. And you're just going to keep going back and forth until you kind of run out of the ends of the hair, or if the ends start to poke out of the style a little bit, that's when you want to stop. So I got about 3 or 4 knots there for Stephanie. I'm going to put a little clear elastic on the ends here to hold it in place. Whoops. Do that every time. Okay, now what you want to do is kind of use your mirror at home, see where you like that place. You can pull it up higher, or you can drop it down. I like it a little bit more draped looking for Stephanie. So I'm going to take my bobby pin, and the lip part of the pin is what's going to go in and against the scalp. And you don't have to open your bobby pins. A lot of people go and they try to open them up and it gets really awkward. So all you have to do is put that through the hair, turn it back towards the scalp, and push. And that's going to secure that right into place. You can also go through, and if you want to fill it out a little bit, you can kind of tug it open some. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You totally don't have to do both sides. You could just go with one side and then tuck this back behind the ear. Same thing, we're going to take a triangular section. Flat part's going to be here at an angle. Doesn't have to be perfect. She's going to have less hair on this side because of where her hair parts. So this is going to be the same thing, but it's just going to look a little bit smaller because there's a little bit less hair to work with. So we're going to make the number 4. We're going to pull those ends right through the bottom.
Okay. And I don't know if it's a triangle.
Do number 4 the opposite way. You're just going to keep going back and forth like that until you run out of hair. Then you're going to take a little elastic, tie up the ends, and pin it into place. On this side, because the hair is not quite as full, I'm going to go through and kind of fill it out a little bit by just kind of pinching and pulling that hair some. Just to fatten it up a little bit. And then we're going to secure it again with the bobby pin. And then just for fun, we're going to go through and tease her crown up just a touch so that it fills out the shape and balances everything out.
Every month and a half. So at 6 weeks, it's almost a full inch.
So all you're doing when you're teasing the hair is kind of finding those shorter hairs that live within the strand and pushing them down to the scalp. Some people's hair teases really easily without any trouble because they have lots of little different lengths living within that long length. And some people, it's harder to find, so
No problem.
you just kind of have to be patient and play around with it a little bit. Take a little bit more of the spray that I threw on the floor. Fill this out. she's done for day 2 now.
It takes right here, but then
If you guys have any questions, give us a call. We'd love to see you at Salon 1. We've got some great products and great information to share with you. Have a good day.